Hallo Leute, ich wurde gestern zur Eröffnung der Dinoworld im Tierpark Berlin eingeladen. Ich habe dort Don Lessem getroffen. Er hat Dinosaurierbücher geschrieben und hat am Film Jurassic Park gearbeitet. Nach der Presseeröffnung wurden wir durch den Park geführt. Wir haben dann eine Ausgrabung simuliert und gingen danach zum Buffet.
So if you dig up a T-Rex like I did with 10 others, it took 2 months to dig it up and 2 years to prepare it in the laboratory. But this is like the Gobi Desert. There, the sand is the same as it was, and you can just move away with your hands and find dinosaurs like Velociraptor, you know him. The real one. So this is what's called a mixed assemblage. It has, and that's most common, pieces of dinosaurs. Well, here's the ribs.
I don't know what it is. Maybe the predecessor of my set, but it's hopefully not. Oh, it seems to be a dinosaur.
Yeah, yep, it's very much a dinosaur. Can you see any teeth? I'll go here. So this is his jaw. It's a plant eater, right? So many small teeth. This looks like a Tenontosaurus, which is a 6-meter plant eater. Got it? You can use your fingers too. So we take actual casts of dinosaurs from the bones and implant that in here. So this is very much the shape of the dinosaur itself.
Nachmittags hatte ich noch die Gelegenheit, Don Lessem ein paar Fragen zu stellen. Leider hat die Kamera die erste Frage nicht aufgenommen. Die Frage war, wie es dazu gekommen ist, dass er am Film Jurassic Park arbeiten konnte.
I told him about my interest in raising money for research. You know, the guys who dig up dinosaurs have very little money. It doesn't take a lot to make a dig, but you need some. So he started a charity, and I asked him if he would help. And he said, sure. And he gave us some money, and then he said, they're making a movie out of my book, and I'll introduce you to this guy, Steven Spielberg. I said, oh, I heard of him, yeah. And so they made me an advisor on the movie. But it wasn't so much for me to advise because they spent 2 years making all these dinosaurs. And in the book and in the movie, they're not so realistic. You know that, like this guy on your shirt. So they weren't really listening to what I said. I said, okay, when we're finished, I want all the dinosaurs that you have, and I'm going to make an exhibit about what's wrong with this movie. And we traveled the exhibit all around. Didn't come to Germany, but it was in Europe, and we raised 3 million euros for dinosaur research. So that was my interest in it. And I only worked on that first one, but I'll tell you a secret. There's a new movie coming. If you tell anybody, I have to shoot you. So it's a new movie from Spielberg. It's all dinosaurs, no people, and it's like a very realistic animation, CGI, and it's going to be the story of some dinosaurs and their adventure. So in 3 years, when you're already a professor, it will come out, and it'll be a whole new movie. I think it's going to be called Land Before Time, which was an old TV series, but this has nothing to do with that. That's a long answer to your question.
You are the founder of the Dinosaur Society.
Yes.
What does exactly the society do? And
It used to have a newspaper for kids. Unfortunately, it doesn't anymore, but it gives money to researchers. So if you want to go on a dinosaur dig, and you have a new dinosaur that you think you are going to be excavating, and you need some money, for the hammers and the food and the airfares, then the Dinosaur Society will help you to get the money to do it. And you could do a whole dinosaur dig for about 6,000 euros, which I know is more than your allowance, but it's not that much in the world of science. So a lot of different excavations are paid for by that. You know Giganotosaurus, the big meat eater out front? That's about how much it costs to dig him up. And for that one, Spielberg's son, little boy, maybe 5, in his kindergarten class, there was another kid whose father loved dinosaurs. And the father gave the money for the dig. So we were able to dig up the biggest meat. So that's what the Dinosaur Society does.
Can anyone become a member, and how can people support the society?
Oh, that's very nice of you to ask. Nowadays, we don't have a children's paper anymore. It's too bad. So it's not so much for kids to do unless you have $1 million. When you get $1 million, give it all. Well, give some to your dad, and the rest you give to the Dinosaur Society. That would be the best. No, anything you do to make dinosaurs popular, in the end, it helps. So when you share all the things you know about dinosaurs with your friends in school, when you come here, that all helps. So you're already doing the job.
My dream job is to become a natural science consultant for movies, TV shows, and video games. So what do I have to do to make the dream come true?
Well, then you would take my job, so I don't want to tell you. No, I'll be too old, so you can have my job. You know, that's an interesting question. Nobody ever asked me that, because it's kind of like its own little thing. The first thing you would do is learn as much about the profession as possible. If they want to hire you to make the movie and advise on it, because you know so much about science. So you would go to college, maybe study biology, go to graduate school and study paleontology, then start going on some digs, maybe have a job digging up, that's not so bad, but digging up dinosaurs. And then, if you're good at talking to the public, not just to other scientists, and what you say, people can understand. Sometimes scientists get lost in the big words. If you can do that, then the movies like you, because you can explain to people who don't know dinosaurs, this is what you need to do. So you got to work on the science and on the presentation part. I think you could do it. Like if you practice in school, like if you went and did a little presentation to your class about what happened here at the zoo and everything you found out, like that's really good practice. You know a guy named David Attenborough?
Yes.
When he was a kid, he and his brother, who was a famous actor, they would go out and do things all day, you know, play around. When they got home for dinner, his father would say, "You have to do a report to me now. So what happened today? Teach me one fact that you learned today." Well, they would do that, and that made them practice so that when they grew up, they could be great presenters. And everybody wanted them as a consultant or a host on TV. So your dad should tell you every day, you need to tell me something new that I don't know. Plus, it's fun for him.
Your favorite dinosaur probably is the Lessem.
One of my favorites, yeah. He's kind of dumb. So my other favorite, well, I like Giganotosaurus and Argentinosaurus because I dug them up. And my daughter, when she was your age, you heard the story, she found the biggest bone, and that was Argentinosaurus. But the one I just sort of like the best, because he's the smartest, is Troodon. You know him? Mm-hmm. He's your size. He's got a big brain like you, and good fingers, and he could see really well in twilight. And I love the idea that there's a dinosaur. He was the smartest animal of all in his world. So it's kind of like he was the human of his time in terms of intelligence. So he's my favorite. And my house is called Troodon Manor. So I named it after the dinosaur, and I have a stained glass window of a Troodon in the house, and a whole bunch of drawings, a story of a Troodon. Good idea. Who's your favorite?
Dinosaurus.
Really? Now, why do you like him so much?
It's not just a T-Rex, it bites the prey and it dies.
Right. Well, you know, Carcharodontosaurus is very close cousin of Giganotosaurus.
Yeah, I know.
You knew that. I bet you did. Well, I tell you something. Carcharodontosaurus, when they found the skull, not so long ago. Hi! When they found his skull, the scientist who found it wanted to have the, you know, like scientists are like kids. They want to have the biggest one. They want to have the best one. He wanted to have the biggest skull. And Giganotosaurus is a little bigger, but he didn't like that. So he took the measurements of the skull and he stretched it out so that Carcharodontosaurus was longer than Giganotosaurus. But all the other scientists knew that that wasn't right, and so kind of embarrassed him. But it's a very cool dinosaur. You're the only person I ever met who thinks it's the best one. So if your parents were nice parents, they're not very nice. If they were nice, they would take you to Morocco, and you could dig up the Carcharodontosaurus. Is that okay? Your mom didn't hear that part. We're sending you to Morocco to dig up his favorite dinosaur, Carcharodontosaurus. So you guys should go maybe next summer with a shovel.
Okay.
Okay, and look. There are lots of cool fossils in Morocco. Oh, look. Your guy? It's beautiful. Who made that? Do you know what toy company? Slice? That's good.
Did you find it?
Yeah, sure. Will it work? Well, what name? You want me to put your name on it? Oh. Oh, white. Okay. How do you spell your name?
I spell my name Jonah.
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 I'll spell it that way too. Thank you. Look. Okay. Sure. Did you see this guy? That's supposed to be me.
Yes.
I don't look like that. I look more like that. Writing a future David Attenborough. Yeah. Thank you.
Bevor wir nach Hause gefahren sind, haben wir noch Fotos gemacht und dann habe ich mich verabschiedet.
Just all the kids.
Yeah. You don't care about the adults, eh?
No,
Just
I
get
don't
the
care
kids
about the
there.
adults at all.
And the dogs.
We'll be right in front of you.
Schnell hier durch.
All right, everybody say Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Da kommt noch zwei, da kommt noch zwei. Oh, they brought their own dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Guck mal, so viele Leute machen ein Foto von euch. Jetzt T-Rex.
T-Rex.
Ja, hier, einer hat schon die richtige Pose. Du weißt, welche Pose das ist, der T-Rex, ne?
Thanks, bye. You do?
You need to go.
Are you driving all the way home today?
Yes.
Oh. Well, I see you on TV. Because when you're going to be a TV star, right? Yeah. All right.
At least in Berlin, yes.
You know, if you have that exact definition of what you're going to do, there's a chance it might happen. You know? Can you walk and talk at the same time? Yeah, that's the important thing. You can do that. A lot of people, politicians can't do that. But you can do that. All right. Well, I look forward to seeing you when you're famous. And nice shirt.
Okay.
Thank you for coming. You're welcome. And you know, I'll give you my card. You can always write to me. Tell me what's going on with you and your dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Thank you. Wee.
Talk to you soon, I hope.
Yes.
Thanks for coming.
Dankeschön.
Ich hoffe, euch hat das Video gefallen. Den Bericht vom RWW habe ich noch in der Videobeschreibung verlinkt.